Thank you for watching Weekend Garage. So today is a big day. So today I'm going to install the headliner. So there's a couple of things I want to go over with you all, but just kind of one thing I want to share with you. I'm going to use Weldwood contact cement, and I got a I think it's a 1.5-inch brush to basically apply this with the brush along the retainer. So this is what I'm going to use to install it. You know, you can use the spray. I do have this spray stuff that I use for the firewall pad, but you know, I don't want that spray getting on anything else in the car, and I think that if I can just brush it on, I can have a lot more control over it. So that's what I'm going to use for that. Another thing too is the headliner is going to need to be, basically you're going to apply the cement, and then you're going to need a clip of the headliner on the headliner retainer. So I picked up these clips from Office Depot. Actually, I bought 2 bags of these. So this is what I'm going to use, basically to kind of hold it in place while the cement dries. Another thing, headliners in the box here. I did pick it up from SMS Auto Fabrics out of Oregon. So I'm going to be taking this out of here, and what I'm going to do basically is when I take the headliner out, I'm going to lay it over one of my vehicles that's parked in the driveway out in the sun. This way this will take the wrinkles out of it, and that way I'll let it sit out there for a little bit. It's going to get hot today, so probably only need to set it out there for like 15 minutes and it'll be ready to go. In the meantime, I'll be prepping things, but I want to show you guys something about the bows. One thing about the bows is I didn't realize, thank you, is I should have labeled these as I took them out of my headliner. One of my other videos, you can see I have the vinyl headliner that came in the car when I bought the car. I had that laid out, and I actually had the bows installed in it and everything, but I wasn't even thinking I should have numbered these when I took them out. So if you just have a stack of bows like this, I'm going to show you basically how to be able to tell which is which. Okay, so I got this valuable information of members at the First Generation Monte Carlo Club. So hats off to you all for helping me out with this. I really appreciate it. So I want to show you. So it says here basically the very shortest and smallest diameter rod is number 3. And number 3 basically goes in the center tube, according to this. The tube meaning the tube fabric on the underneath side of the headliner. So this long skinny one here is the shortest. So I already know that just because I've read this a few times. So I'm not going to label this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to label the other. Okay, so standing these up all together again excluding the real thin rod. The next one is maybe it's basically the next taller one. It's almost an inch taller, approximately. So this is your next one, and this would be considered your number 1 bow. Now your number 1 bow is 48 1/8 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and number this one as well. Okay, so we got the center one, number 3, We got 2, we got 1. All right, now let's take a look and see what the next one's going to be. Okay, so I've got 2 bows left. So the shortest of the 2 is going to be the number 4 bow. So I'm going to go ahead and label this. And number 4 is 52 inches. So let me go ahead and get this one labeled. All right, I got number 4. I'm going to go ahead and label number 5. This is the last one that I have left. For a sec. Okay, so I have all of these labeled now. Next thing I want to do is get that headliner out and get it all laid out and let the sun get the wrinkles out. Okay, so I got the box opened up here and I have the headliner right here. It also came with some fabric for the sail panels, and then I have also another piece of fabric here as well. I have no idea what it's for. I'll have to figure that one out. If there's anybody out there that knows what this might be for, let me know. Put it down in the comments. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing stretched out. All right, as you can see, I only got to lay this thing down for a couple of minutes, literally, because it's kind of warm today, and that is enough. It's warm today, and that's enough heat, basically, to get the wrinkles out of this. Okay, so here are the order of the rods. This is towards the front of the windshield here. So it goes number 1, number 2, number 3, then I'm getting mixed up, number 4, and number 5, which is your longest, that goes towards right at the back of the windshield area. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about the what's called a listing, these fabric things that the bows go into. Okay, again, this is the front right here. So this is bow number 1. Bow number 1, the listing is 42.5 inches. So we're going to have to trim some of these ends off while I'm installing this. Okay, bow number 2, the listing is the same, 42.5 inches. Bow number 3, it's a little shorter. It's 42 inches. Bow number 4 is 42.5 inches. Now again, bow number 5 is the last. This goes at the back of the car. This is 44.5 inches. So thank you, Dan, for the measurements. I greatly appreciate it. But I just wanted to share this with all of you, because if you run into this issue like I did, I didn't know any better. I don't know what I was thinking, just to get all this stuff out of order. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start installing this. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys something. I ended up putting a strip of Dynamat right here on both sides where the dome light is, and then I also put this piece of insulation right there, and I did it on both sides basically with the Dynamat. And because when I get the subwoofer going, and if this starts vibrating, I don't want to have it all rattling and stuff, so that's why I put that piece of insulation there, and I got Dynamat on both sides. So just wanted to show you all that. Okay, so I have all of the bows installed, it took a minute to get the material situated right before I clipped in the bow number 3 in the center. For a minute there, I thought I cut everything too short, but after I was able to get it figured out, I got enough to overlap, because basically it's going to overlap and glue to the retainer here. And I didn't have to, at least for now, I didn't have to remove this thing that holds the weather stripping. If I need to, I'll take it off. Okay, just going to the Fisher body manual. I've had the bows out a couple of times already. Come to find out, it's saying that the bows need to be snugly against the roof. right? So I'm moving them to the top hole, and even the back one, which I already tried and it was really difficult, but I'm gonna keep messing with it. But that way, you know, they don't move, the bows don't move and be wobbly. They need to be pushed up here snugly. Okay, so you can see here I'm applying the cement. You have to apply it on both surfaces, I should say, and on the back of the fabric as well. So on the top lip of this retainer and on the bottom as well. And so I'm just applying this. I already got the driver's side. You can see all the clips there. I got that one done. So I just wanted to show you guys kind of the process. I know there's a ton of videos that you can watch on YouTube. Not only that, I'm just trying to hurry up and get this thing installed before I run out of daylight. But I just wanted you guys to kind of see. And of course, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments and I can try to do my best to answer. All right, so I got the front glued in. I actually had the back glued in as well, but I had to remove it because basically I was getting wrinkles as I was pulling the sides down and stretching it. So I pulled the back down again. The good thing about this glue is that you can gently just pull on it and remove everything, and that's what I did. So it's a bit of a learning experience for me. It's a little difficult to get the wrinkles out, but I'm working on it. I can't point towards the back window because it's stupid sun glare, but the front's glued and for the most part it looks good right now. But just kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up. Don't do what I did. So make sure in the back there where the sail panels are that you get those clamped in and get an idea how all that's going to land. Because what happened is I had the back all pulled and pretty tight for the most part, but there was one wrinkle that I could not get out. And then when it came time to start stretching the sail panels area, I could not get the wrinkles out. So that's why I've got to stretch it again. Not only that, as I mentioned on the sides, let me get around. So basically when I got to this side here, this driver's side sail panel, basically there were wrinkles I couldn't get out, and as I started stretching it from this side, from the driver's side, it started clumping up, and I was left with extra material, and the back was already pulled and stretched and glued. So I had to pull all that fabric down gently. I'm so glad I was able to do that. And I'm gonna basically re-stretch it and re-glue it. Okay, one thing is the listings under here. These things have to be cut right here so it'll slide on the bow. In other words, you will not be able to get the wrinkles out as you're pulling on the edge here. What I'm really having an issue with is taking the wrinkles out of the back corner there. Man, that's tough. I spent 2 nights on the driver's side. This is the passenger side. All right, I pretty much already have the headliner installed after multiple days of restretching, just trying to figure things out, trying to get the wrinkles out. This was very challenging. In my book, this is a 9 as far as installing is concerned. Reason being is just trying to get the wrinkles out is just ridiculous. Turned out fine on that back corner there. Everything else looks pretty good. Both sides look good. I'll go around so you can see. You're looking at the passenger side. Okay, this is from the passenger side. You can see how everything looks. Again, more shadowing from the sunlight coming in. But it did turn out pretty good. It's not perfect, But man, this was extremely difficult. What I'm doing now, basically, I got all the clips off, and I'm trimming off the excess fabric. One thing that I'm keeping note of, though, is I'm not cutting it like super short, because if for some reason I need to pull it down again, I want to be able to have enough to yank on, right? So I'm not cutting it super short. So that's just basically an idea that I was thinking about. I got the mirror bracket on. That went on really easy. I have the screws all installed, and all I need to do basically is feel for them and then go ahead and cut through. So here's one screw, and then here's the other screw for the dome light. And I also, a lot of people watch a lot of videos, and basically while they're hanging the headliner, they cut it and drop the wire down. I thought, you know what, I'll just cut it and fish the wire out. I don't think that's going to be a big deal, so let's see how that works too. This way I could let the head of the screw pop through. It is getting on me right now. All right, that's going to be good enough. So I got that screw pop through, and then the other one is right here. Okay, so there are my two screw heads for the dome light. Now I just need to fish the wire out for it, which is, of course, right where the listing is. So cut right next to it, and we'll pull that out. Just gonna make this incision right here. Got my little tool here. We'll find that thing, and we'll just pull it out. Got one. All right. I want to cut through the listing. You know, again, I don't know how big a difference that makes. I just didn't want to in any way hurt the integrity of the listing. Figure out how this works here, how these snap in, and I'll run with that. Cool. So yeah, those just snap in like that. Nice. Then let me see if I can get this thing screwed on. Okay. Awesome. All right. It's a little like bump here. Oh, it's the clip, I guess. Alrighty. Well, that turned out pretty good. I'll probably wait to put the lens on. I got to find the little bulb that goes in there first. Then I'll stick that lens in. All right, so here's the finished product. It ended up coming out pretty good. It's not perfect. There's some areas with a little bit of wrinkles, but man, I worked on this multiple days, having to take it down a couple of times just to try to reinstall and just try to figure it all out. I will say, on a difficulty level for installation, I would give this a 9 because this was just ridiculous.